How's it going?
Very good. How are you?
Good, man.
I'm so good. You've been on your UK tour. It's the second one, I think. How's it been so far?
Amazing, amazing. We saved the best for last, and all the tours. The UK is always the tops, and we love it here.
Definitely. I mean, your last tour, I mean, it went really, really well, but it was a lot smaller than this. I mean, last time you played Academy Free, this time you're playing the Ritz. I mean, if you've seen these venues, I mean, this one's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Is it cool to come back to that?
Absolutely. That's why we want to just keep coming back, keep building a fan base, so we can do this as long as we want, because we love it.
Cool. And there's like a real hype, like there's kids queuing up now in the freezing cold. Do you think there's like a special sort of connection with the crowds in the UK?
Yeah, definitely. You can see how enthusiastic they are. You know, they just come up and they're out there in the cold waiting in line. You know, and we walk by them all the time because our bus is like right out there. You know, we walk by and they all start cheering. It's funny. They're cool.
Well, that's awesome. You guys, I mean, these shows are probably a lot smaller than some of your other projects, of course, with sort of Creed and Alter Bridge. Do you like playing at the smaller crowds? Because I mean, a lot of bands say to us, because we are in North Wales where not many bands come, and there's always smaller venues, you know.
Yeah.
And people say, "Wow, you guys go really crazy." Do you find that in smaller venues?
Yeah, I mean, I think the smaller venues like this are even more intense than doing the arena shows, because people are right up on you, and you can hear them, you can see them. They're not in the dark, half a mile away. It's great.
Talking about sort of the crowd connection, one thing I love about this your album is the sort of honesty of the music, and it's really sort of heartfelt music. Is that something that you guys have found important with playing this with this band?
Yeah, with any band, I think if you don't feel it. I remember reading something, I think Carlos Santana said or something. It's like, if you don't feel it, they're not going to feel it. So passion. You got to have passion in your songs and emotion in your songs. It's not just self-indulgence.
Definitely. But does it ever feel like, I mean, I wonder with musicians, it feels like you go on stage every night and you're sort of opening up maybe some scars, or really opening yourself up to the crowd. Does that become sort of wary, or do you guys see it as like therapy for you guys to help you?
I personally don't think about it. I just play and try not to, I try and let myself do whatever, make my funny faces, spit when I sing, stumble, but just not care and just perform.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mark, do you prefer being the front man, or do you like having that sort of being on the side as a guitarist?
I like them both. The front man thing has a lot more. It depends on what night. If it's a quiet crowd, I'd much rather be the guitar player. If it's a crazy, awesome crowd, I'd rather be the singer.
Well, you guys must have had some sort of, you've played all over the place. What's been the sort of best reaction you guys have had so far?
I think two shows. Well, a few. Berlin was incredible. That's probably my favorite German show, and then we did Milan, Italy, which was just
really
mental.
Good. Yeah.
And then last night in Edinburgh was amazing.
Yeah.
And tonight will be the best.
We really think it is. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. But last time we played here, we all remembered it as being the most enthusiastic, most badass crowd.
So we decided to film tonight. We have 3 or 4 cameras that are going to film the show because we had such a good time last time.
Well, great. And I've been looking on the social networking, what people have been saying about your shows, what people have wanted to hear. People haven't wanted to hear stuff from your other projects. They haven't wanted to even hear, the singles off the album. They wanted to hear sort of the album tracks, and that's a testament to how good the album is. Have you found that sort of, a special thing to come? Because there's probably not, anybody ever shouting for sort of one song.
Yeah, no, everybody seems to like different songs. There's no single favorite. There are the favorites, but everybody, every day you see somebody liking a different song, and I like that because it's we don't just put out a song with a couple good tracks and a bunch of filler tunes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a personal favorite track to play, and which one do you think gets the crowd going the best?
There definitely are some standout live songs like "Wish You Well" and "You Waste Your Time" for sure. Decay's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and those "Wish You Well" is probably my favorite to play. Once it hits that point in the set, that's when I get excited, because from there on out, it's just a blast.
Well, we've got a really young listenership. It's sort of in a SUNY area. So what would be your advice to all the musicians that we have who come and wanting advice to make it in the music industry?
It's all about that drive in the songs. It doesn't matter this day and age that with the internet, and you can get your music out to everybody, but nobody's going to listen to it unless it's good. So you can find the best manager in the world, the best record label in the world. If you're not spending time writing and writing and writing and writing, it doesn't add up.